The legendary 24 Minutes of Renvoort race is coming this weekend. A star-studded grid promises a thriller for the fans at home and at trackside. The Mastretta brothers, Minardi, WhiteVanMan, Mike Murphy, Perre, Carlos Mastretta, Bixen, Murritopin, Laydog, and good old Kenjo, as well as the beloved Stony. The list goes on and on. Tune in this weekend and check out the Circuit Superstars Discord server as well. Link in the description down below.
Hello racers around the world, this is Minardi Simsport again, and today we are at Renvoort for the 24 Hours of Renvoort. This racetrack has a long history in Circuit Superstars and was driven on actually already in the 1960s, as you can see here from our archive footage.
And Levi Logan trying to and attempting to overtake Argo Remis, and what we have here, we have to switch the cameras. An amazing shunt by Steve Steffen here, who is spending a record-breaking amount of time on the barriers right here. Unbelievable, but Levi Logan untouchable, meanwhile approaching the finish line, leaving Argo Remis out to dry. Levi Logan is the champion of the world, just another time. And here he's coming around one of the final corners of the race and bringing the race home. An absolute legend of the sport, infallible Caesar.
We hope you enjoyed this archive footage, but right now we are back at Renvoort in the present time, and we have qualifying ahead, where Minardi Simsport missed out on his second qualifying lap because he started the qualifying simply too late. Watch what happened.
Just one lap. My qualifying ended. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, very unlucky there from Minardi himself.
Sorry, I'm a second lap with junk anyway.
I think I waited too long. I forgot that I have to go.
Yeah, it's a 1 minute timer, so you've got to get over that line before it takes time for the second lap.
Damn it, I forgot about that.
I might get third, I'm not happy with fourth.
So both Minardi Simsport drivers not quite happy with the qualifying. WhiteVanMan is not happy either, and Minardi was the only one who did only one lap of qualifying.
All the best.
Yeah, good luck, mate. Good luck in turn one.
And here we go, the start of the race. We will have both lobbies combined in time sync in this video, and amazing shunt here by WhiteVanMan, who just unluckily collided here with Laydog, which absolutely seemed like a racing incident, but unlucky nonetheless.
How about another night?
Yeah, here we see Laydog following Minardi closely, and Minardi on Perre's heels. And this is a switch to the other lobby. This is the South American lobby, where Berto Mastretta leads in front of Charlie Mastretta, having quite a comfortable gap even after one lap already. So we'll be very curious to see how this pans out. Amazing shunt again here by No Chance, teammate of Perre at Thunder Motorsports, and that is Stony, our beloved Stony, holding up well in second place. So he had a good start, in sixth place, I'm sorry. He had a good start to the race. And Minardi following Perre very closely, not really letting go of him there. So they have a nice tussle out there. And here another switch to the other lobby, where you could see Royal Performance Motorsport following the Mastretta brothers. Mike Murphy behind his teammate, Mike Murphy the team owner, but following his teammate very closely there. And here we have Bixen or Murritopin with a smoking car. That was the pink car in the South American lobby. WhiteVanMan also with the smoking car from his starting accident there, so he has to drag the car to the pits. Nice helicopter view here with Stony coming onto the straight. And that is No Chance attacking Mike Murphy here actually. No Chance seems to be on fresher tires, if I'm not mistaken. Tussles at the back of the field, and here Pierre goes into the pits, goes by the back marker without any troubles, but the back marker holding off Minardi here. So that cost a bit of time, and Pierre actually unusually early in the pits, so a 5-lap pit stop is basically the most extreme undercut you can sensibly do here. So that's an odd strategy. We see WhiteVanMan here trying to go by another back marker, but gets taken out, and more damage from WhiteVanMan. So his luck is kind of running out in this 24 minutes of Renvoort, but 24 minutes are a long time, so anything can still happen. And here we have the Mastretta brothers fighting. Charlie really inched closer lap by lap and is now on the back of his brother, who seems to save fuel, if I'm not mistaken. Really defensive line here, and they are going to the pits now, and Charlie overtakes Alberto right in front of the I'm sorry, viewers, right in front of the pit entrance. And would you look at that, that was Alberto running out of fuel there. Right when he went into the pits, Alberto ran out of fuel, while Charlie just went to his spot with enough fuel left. So meaning Alberto really slowed down in the pits there. So he lost a lot of time during that first initial pit stop after the battle that the two brothers had. So Minardi trying to hang on to Pierre here. Pierre just one corner ahead, and Pierre with the undercut, so he had 1 lap of big advantage over Minardi here. And we are in a South American lobby again. You can see now Alberto with the yellow rims. He had quite some distance to his brother now. Charlie, of course, driving with the black and red minimalistic livery. This was not Charlie, we'll tell you when we see him again. Here we have WhiteVanMan in the frame, just switching cameras a lot right now because there's so much action going on track. So in the top corner you just saw Alberto with the yellow rims. This is Alberto with the purple red car and the yellow rims, and what a shunt here, trying to get by a back marker, and it was a heavy collision. This is Charlie Mastretta, so red, black and white, off-white I would say, so distinct livery. This should be no chance. Teammate of Pierre. And here we have Minardi, which would be me. No chance again, trying to get by another driver here. Yeah, the driver have their elbows out, that's for sure. And here you saw somebody shunt into in the chicane just without any outside influences, just shunt the car into the barriers. WhiteVanMan with a good pit stop, and here another victim of this chicane, which is quite tricky if you want to take it fast. And you saw Minardi pitting here with Mike Murphy right behind him. It's an interesting fact, it seems almost like Mike Murphy went past his teammate, but we can't confirm that yet. But it looks as if he's doing an undercut on his teammate. And here Charlie Mastretta in the lead. He's leading the South American lobby at the moment. All these clips are synced up perfectly, so wherever you see Charlie on the track right now is relative and precise to the other lobby. So both lobbies are synced up. The track positions are they are matching each other's lobbies. Of course, a lot of drivers in this race, Kenjo, as well as Royal. So there's many drivers in here. Not everyone's livery is ingrained in my memory so far, but try to point out drivers that I can recognize. WhiteVanMan securing another overtake on a back marker. That was a clean one. Just used the mistake that the person in front of him made there. And here we got Stony and probably... that's Pierre. So Stony in front of Pierre. Stony famous for not letting people by easily, not going out without a fight. And yeah, that's the confirmation it seems. Yeah, number 22. Mike Murphy is in front of his teammate now. But he's coming into the pits now, so they are on different strategies. Ledog now in front of Mike Murphy again, but Mike Murphy seems to do the undercut on his teammate. We're approaching minute 5 of this race. Pierre still in first, Minardi second, and Ledog at the moment in third. Parallel in the South American lobby, it's Carlos Mastretta in front of Alberto Mastretta. We are past the 5-minute mark now, and WhiteVanMan on another salvage mission here, and he's famous almost for doing these salvage missions, and he's doing them very, very well. Famous, I say, because in the last 2 races he had to do those salvage missions, and he did them always very well, bringing home extraordinary results, to be quite frank, for the bad luck that he suffered in those races. So we see Ledog now coming in, so it will be interesting to see where he exits the pits relative to his teammate and team boss Mike Murphy. Here is Charlie Mastretta coming out of the pits and having a bit of trouble here overtaking back markers. Oh, we are past the 6-minute mark now. This should be Pierre. Pierre with the starting number 11. Yeah, that's Pierre. So we will see where he is relative to Minardi. And these are great shots from our new camera here. Great camera angle for the race. We will have several of those during the race. Just saw Stony passing by. Mike Murphy and Kenjo passed by as well, and here Minardi trying to pass Stony because he's lapping Stony here, and Stony, as you all know, famous for defending, but when you're getting lapped might not be the best moment to defend if it's about your overall best time. So they both got along well there, and he could pass Stony here without major issues. Stony a professional. So here we have now Carlos Mastretta coming into the pits. Stony with not too much of a gap to Minardi after the lapping. And Pierre exiting the pits again. So Pierre right now behind Minardi, but Pierre of course having pitted earlier, so Minardi will have to come into the pits yet. But as it turns out right now, as it looks as right now, oh, Chai and Chan, sorry for the interruption. Chai and Chan and both of the Mastretta brothers got by, except Alberto didn't get by too easily there, and suddenly is in traffic with a back marker here, and got even put in the wall, so he's losing a lot of time to his brother right now, and again he was put out, and he's just another driver, so he has to go by this chaos here. And another time he got taken out, so he's losing a lot of time to Charlie right now, which makes the race really hard for Alberto now, as Charlie got by just by an inch, but he got by without too much of a hold up here, and Alberto really trying to get past these back markers here, who are costing him immense amount of time right now, important time that is, and now he gets even more traffic in front of him because of these issues that he had in the last couple of laps here. So he is really in a dire situation right here. Even smoke, I think, yeah, there's smoke coming out of his car. So what a terrible moment there for Alberto, who was in a great battle with his brother there. And here we are back in the European lobby with Minardi going into the chicane right now, trying to get by a back marker cleanly, but it doesn't work out, so that's a lot of lost time again. Especially if you are driving on that high of a level, it costs you a lot of time. Here is Pierre, you can see where he's relative to Minardi. Here's Minardi, just passed by. This is again one of our new camera views for this race. So Minardi on the start finishing straight right now. Maybe we can see where Pierre is relative to that, so I'm not sure if that was Pierre. Yeah, that was Pierre, so Pierre is now behind Minardi. The thing that everyone needs to consider at this point, Pierre did a lot of short stints at the moment, so if my calculations are right, Pierre will have to do at least one extra pit stop, taking these early advantages over his direct opponent Minardi. And wow, so you just saw a giant shunt here while Charlie Mastretta tried to pass the back markers. There was literally 3 cars up in the air. But back to what we was talking about, so Pierre took an advantage so far at every point of the race. So he did the undercuts on Minardi despite being in the lead, so he's basically extending his lead, but at the cost of having to do at least one extra pit stop, if not 2, if he keeps up doing that. So we will see how that turns out in the end, but it seems like it will be tight until the end of the race, or getting tight at the end of the race. Charlie Mastretta here in the pits, and you can see Alberto actually going past on the start-finish straight, but again having trouble with a back marker here, which allows Charlie coming out of the pits to pass his brother, which is crucial of course, because if Alberto would have been able to keep Charlie behind here, that would have helped him tremendously. But this way Charlie is now passed and can use his fresh tires to extend the lead over Alberto. Alberto again very unlucky here, so the Mastretta brothers definitely unlucky as can be in this race. With the collisions, it's like one collision after another, so extremely unlucky. It doesn't matter which brother you're looking at right now, they are both in collisions with back markers, which is a shame of course, not only for the Mastretta brothers but also for the back markers or the other racers who are well advised to do constant and good lap times, so that their total overall race time is competitive. So all these battles and collisions will just cost you a lot of total race time that you will need in the end for the results, because they will be merged across both groups. And here Alberto still trying to get by the same driver as before, and again colliding and now coming into the pits, which might have been just the right decision to make at this point. The green cars that you can see here are Royal Motorsports, so one of them being Kenjo. Let's see what we can get out of this race. Let's analyze the position and see what's going on. Alberto again now having a clean pass on our left car. Charlie also planned his move well ahead, so this was done very cleanly, and McVison here being overtaken by Minardi. Another one of our special cameras that we have installed on the Renvoort racetrack. Very beautiful shots here of the cars breezing by, and now we switch again to the South American lobby, where we have Charlie trying to get by back markers. Lot of traffic in this lobby, we should say. Smoking cars. Charlie trying to be patient, now coming onto the start-finish straight, trying to get the perfect line for the next corner, and positioned himself well enough, but didn't get it done yet. Oh, and another collision, quite unnecessary at this point it seemed like. And another collision. There is and a spin. Oh my god. So Charlie now with the bad luck, and his brother Alberto, you see, is like 2 corners behind, but of course that situation allowed Alberto to catch up a bit on Charlie here, who is in the lead of the South American lobby. Here WhiteVanMan on a clean salvage mission, really putting in one beautiful lap after another. Pierre in the pits, Minardi exiting the pits. So this is where the strategies become complicated. We can't really tell who is ahead at this point, but Minardi just cleared a back marker here very nicely, without losing a lot of time, that is. Coming onto the straight, maybe we can get a shot of Pierre in here to see where he's in relation. And Minardi now closing up on WhiteVanMan, so that will be 1 lap difference. So Minardi actually 1 lap ahead here, and this is the first team orders, clear team orders that we saw apparently. Maybe it wasn't team orders, maybe it was just a decision by no chance, but he let Pierre by here quite easily, and Alberto in the pits. So Alberto seems to be undercutting Charlie, if Charlie didn't came into the pits meanwhile, but these two still have some unfinished business, it seems like. They're both kind of equally unlucky when it comes to the overtakes. So Pierre also clearing McVison there. Pierre at the moment behind Minardi. As you can see right here, Minardi was just in the first corner and Pierre coming up here into the first corner. But as we said, both on different strategies, and Pierre's early. Oh, and Minardi spinning out. What we get from down the pit lane is Minardi's finger, his left finger, actually on the left cursor of the keyboard, just got tired and pressed to the left while he was on approach to the right corner. And that allowed now Pierre to close up to Minardi, and we are at 60 minutes and 30 seconds, so more than half way through this race already. Well after the halfway point. And here the helicopter camera for a better overview. Pierre right behind Minardi, really being close to him here, putting on the pressure, and we have a race again. So Pierre trying to dive in there, but pulled out, recognized that it might end in an unfortunate situation there. So that was some clever driving from Pierre there. But as we said, they are both on different strategies. So Pierre coming into the pits now keeps the undercuts going, it seems. We have 7 minutes left to race, not even. So this should be about the second to last pit stop. And we have another collision of Alberto with a back marker. So that's a pattern in this race here. The other car smoking in front of him, dragging a lot of smoke behind and crashing all on his own. Minardi coming into the pits now, so Pierre did of course another undercut, so we'll see. It will be very tight at the pit exit. WhiteVanMan here really looked forward and fought forward, planned ahead and avoided the carnage there. So Charlie Mastretta again in another bit of carnage, losing out to his brother now, who is in the lead of the race. So those positions definitely switched, and as you can see, also the positions in the European lobby switched. So Pierre now again in front of Minardi. Minardi pushing. Oh, that was not Pierre. Sorry for the mix-up. That was no chance. Pierre's teammate who held up Minardi there during the moment where he was being lapped, put him in the wall there. So that should be advantageous for Pierre. And here we have Charlie again. Yeah, basically reliving his nightmares this race with a back marker. And here Minardi had a collision with a standing back marker, just standing in the middle of the track. So that must have been some damage. At least it cost quite some time if you're in a tight battle like that. McVison now following Minardi closely. And this is Alberto with another collision at the pit exit. Alberto usually, just like his brother Charlie, very good in avoiding collisions, but it's something different if you're racing with people with the same pace as you, or if you're trying to lap other cars who are maybe slightly slower than you. Then it's really, it's really quite dangerous. You have to plan ahead and try not to lose too much time, because you have to go by them in order to keep up your pace, but at the same time you're being held up. So Pierre just entered the pits again, and here is Minardi coming along. If it was Pierre, it could have been no chance as well. So another switch to the South American lobby, where you can see now Charlie Mistretta is right here in the hairpin, and Alberto catching up there. Because Charlie Mistretta actually having a smoking car from the collision before, so all his advantage on his gap is gone now, and he's under threat from Alberto. Alberto doing a lot of long stints in this race, it seems, so it could be that while Charlie has a faulty car, damaged car, that Alberto might be on a fuel saving stint here as well, so it kind of could equal out. We are in the latter stages of the race now, and Minardi leading the EU lobby and leading also overall, because these two, the Mistretta brothers, are one lap down at the moment. That's really tight. So Alberto went past Charlie there. Charlie, of course, can't do much with his broken car here. Tries to hold on to Alberto, which is really hard. It seems really hard with the amount of smoke that he's dragging behind him. So that is really close. So the Mistretta brothers, after this turbulent race, coming in 1 and 2 in the South American lobby. And here we have a good shot of those two, and Minardi wins the race in front of Pierre. So the final results, best you go to WhiteVan Gaming's channel on YouTube. Here is the results from the EU lobby, but WhiteVanMan of course has the race coverage with all the results in a custom made results table, and has his own view on the race. And I highly recommend you going to WhiteVanMan's channel on YouTube, which should be visible right now at the upper top right corner of the screen. WhiteVanMan is called WhiteVan Gaming on YouTube, and if you want to have another view, a better overview of the race, check out his channel. I am thanking you for listening to me and for watching this video. It was really a lot of work I put into it. I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you had fun, and I wish you a great day and a lot of fun with Circuit Superstars. Check the description down below if you need any more information, if you want to participate in the races. We are welcoming everyone into the community. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Minardi Simsport over and out.